Today's video, I'm gonna tell you how to configure setup tool coordination in ABB Robot. So let's begin the topics. First, you have to jog in. You choose the word, okay, and the tool. You choose the default one, and you can set up a new tool data. As you can see, I already set up tool 2, so you can choose define. So basically, my habit choose TCP ZX because this, if you choose this one, you will establish TCP tool coordination from scratch, totally by yourself. A lot of people will choose the default orientation because the orientation will follow this default one, but I prefer this one, TCP ZX. Okay, so let's begin the first point. First point, my habit. Assume this is your part. Remember, if your part or if your fixture don't like this, you have to figure out, you have to install some sharp like this one. Let me show you. You have to prepare this kind of one on the ground, another install on the robot fixture. Then you can do the TCP setup. Remember? Okay. In this video, I'm just tell you the process, the method. So we choose this one. The first, we choose this gesture vertically with the ground, with the part. This is my first gesture. I always do this. Then you can modify. The second, you have to define 4 different gestures to conform TCP IP. And for the ZX, you also need the Z direction, X direction parameters. So let's begin. This is the first gesture. The second gesture, I'm gonna rotate. Because in Robot Studio, one more time, I just simply rotate, drag. In the real project, you have to operate the teach pendant. Let's assume rotate Y. Second suggestion, modify. Third, still the opposite, rotate Y direction. Modify. The third, we choose to rotate with X direction. We choose to rotate X. Modify. Elongator point X, which means we have to drag to X direction at least 100 millimeters. Okay. Same like Z direction. Z direction, don't change the gesture. At least drag, at least move 100 millimeters. Okay. Modify. Okay. Okay, then we click OK. So remember, the mean arrow must, according to my experiences, must less than 0.5 millimeters. According to my experiences, then this TCP will be okay. Okay, let's test. Okay. Choose jog, choose tool, choose tool 2. Oh, sorry. The mass, the gravity we didn't set. So we have to forgot. Sorry. Change the value. The mass means how heavy it is, this gesture. We can type just based on the real situation, okay? And these 3 parameters just tells you what is the distance between this gesture with the default TCP tool center. Okay, so basically the Z direction should be more than 100 millimeters. Just based on the real situation, you cannot just type all of them with 0. Usually my project, you can based on the situation X, Y offset, Z offset, you can just type a calculation number. Okay, not precise one. Okay, then you can choose OK. You choose the tool coordination, choose tool 2, then you verify whether this setup succeed or not. So if the tool center successfully set, the direction will like this, not like this. Okay, this is the default one. Okay, this is the default one, XYZ tool center. This is the already set up tool center. Okay, let's assume right now we choose tool 2. Well, first X. Sorry. Okay, I didn't enable. A little. Okay. First X must follow. As you can see, X, Y, Z. So this means the setup already successfully. Rather than if you don't set up the tool, you will see this is the, I'm gonna show you, okay, the difference. We choose the tool 0. Okay, then you will see the XY is different. X, as you can see, is different. Z, Z should be like this. Z should be like this. See? So this is the meaning of why you need to set up the tool center. One more time. If your fixture on the robot doesn't like this, or your parts doesn't like this, you have to prepare similar cylinder, this sharp stop fins on the ground, another installed on the fixture, so that you can set up the tool coordination. Once you set up the tool coordination, then you can set up the work object coordination. So this is today's video. Hopefully will helpful for you. Remember 4 gestures, and with Z X direction more than 100 millimeters. I prefer TCP with ZX direction. Okay? Hopefully useful to you. See you next.